You're out there building an empire, making big moves and chasing dreams so massive they scare other people. You've got the vision, the drive, and the to-do list to prove it. But let's be honest, you're running on fumes. You feel one bad day away from total burnout. And the idea of a 2-hour yoga class or a weekend wellness retreat just sounds like more work. Another thing to schedule, another thing to be perfect at. What if the secret to building that empire without crumbling wasn't about hustling harder? What if it wasn't about grand, time-consuming gestures of self-care, but in the tiny, powerful moments you intentionally create for yourself? Everyone tells you not to pour from an empty cup, but nobody explains how to actually refill it when you only have 5 minutes between meetings. This video is your refill station. We're breaking down 15 self-care rituals designed for leaders, creators, and dream chasers. This isn't fluff. These are strategic, practical habits to build your resilience, sharpen your focus, and connect you back to your most powerful asset, you. Let's get into it. Ritual 1, the 2-minute reset. First up is the 2-minute reset, and it's built on the power of micro-calm. We think we need an hour to de-stress, but you can reset your entire nervous system in less time than it takes to make tea. This isn't about finding more time. It's about reclaiming the small gaps that already exist in your day. Here's why it works. Mindful breathing lowers cortisol, kills that frantic fight-or-flight feeling, and sharpens your focus for whatever's next. And the how? It's almost laughably simple. Between meetings, before you open your email, or while a file is downloading, just stop. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in for a count of 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. Do that 3 or 4 times. It is a tiny pause that sends a massive signal to your body. You are in control, not your schedule. Ritual 2, the CEO of Me skincare. Edit. That 12-step skincare routine you see online? Yeah, not happening when you're launching a business. Ritual number 2 is about simplifying your grooming into a minimal, effective routine that feels like an act of respect for yourself, not just another chore. Forget the dozen products. Choose 3 or 4 high-quality workhorses: a great cleanser, a powerful serum, a moisturizer, and sunscreen. That's it. As you apply them, tell yourself, I am preparing myself for success. It's a 90-second moment that reinforces the fact that you are worthy of care, even when time is your most valuable currency. Ritual 3, the 10-minute energy injection. Ambitious people often have an all-or-nothing mindset with fitness. If it's not an intense hour-long workout, it doesn't count. That thinking is exactly what keeps us from moving at all. This ritual is the 10-minute energy injection, a short burst of movement designed to boost your mood, energy, and brain function. Take a brisk walk around the block between calls. Do a few simple stretches at your desk. Put on one great song and just dance around your office. The goal is to get out of your head and into your body. Movement is one of the fastest ways to shift your mental state. If you're stuck on a problem, a 10-minute walk will do more for your creativity than another hour of staring at a screen. Schedule it in your calendar like a meeting. Non-negotiable. Ritual 4, the strategic power nap. This might sound crazy to a hustler, but the most successful people are masters of the power nap. A 15 to 20-minute nap isn't weakness. It's a strategic weapon. It's been proven to improve focus, creativity, and productivity for the rest of your day. The key is to keep it short. Any longer than 20 minutes, and you risk that groggy post-sleep fog. Set an alarm, find a quiet space, and just close your eyes. Don't stress about actually falling into a deep sleep. Even a state of quiet rest is incredibly restorative. Think of it as plugging your brain in for a rapid recharge. Ritual 5, the hydration habit. This is easily the most overlooked self-care habit. Your brain is made up of over 70% water. Your energy levels, mood, and cognitive performance are all directly tied to hydration. That afternoon slump or brain fog you feel? It's often just your body's first signal for water. Make this effortless. Get a large, reusable water bottle you actually like looking at and keep it glued to your desk. Set a reminder on your phone if you have to. The ritual isn't just about drinking water. It's the act of consistently giving your body the fundamental fuel it needs to perform at its peak. It's a simple, constant act of self-respect. Ritual 6. The low-effort, high-nourishment meal. Decision fatigue is real, especially when you're making high-stakes choices all day. The absolute last thing you have energy for is figuring out a complex, healthy meal. This ritual is about creating nutrient-dense, simple meals that support your energy, not drain it. This could be embracing meal prep on Sundays, subscribing to a healthy meal delivery service, or just creating a go-to list of 5 simple, nourishing meals you can make in under 15 minutes. The goal is to slash the mental energy it takes to eat well. Food is fuel. For a high-performance woman, running on processed junk is like putting low-grade gasoline in a race car. It simply won't work long-term. Ritual 7. Protect your sleep like a fortress. For so many of us, sleep is the first thing we sacrifice. We treat it like a luxury, not a biological necessity. But a lack of quality sleep sabotages everything you are trying to build. It tanks your productivity, kills your creativity, and shreds your emotional resilience. This ritual is about creating non-negotiable sleep hygiene. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it does need to be consistent. This means a firm bedtime, even on weekends. Create a simple wind-down routine, no screens for the last 30 minutes, a cup of herbal tea, or reading a few pages of a physical book. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep, not a second office. Protecting your sleep is one of the most productive things you can possibly do for your career. Okay, we're halfway through, and I'm genuinely curious. What is one small, seemingly insignificant ritual that makes you feel powerful and recharged? It can be anything. Drop it in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire. Your simple habit could be the one thing someone else needs to hear today. Ritual 8. The art of the graceful no. This might be the single most important ritual on the list. Your energy is finite, and your time is your most precious asset. Setting and enforcing boundaries is a radical act of self-care. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't light you up, you're saying no to your own goals, rest, and well-being. Start small. Practice saying, "Let me check my calendar and get back to you." This buys you a moment to decide if a request actually aligns with your priorities. And remember, no is a complete sentence. You don't need to apologize or over-explain. A graceful no protects your energy for the things that truly matter. Ritual 9. Scheduled digital detoxes. Your brain wasn't designed for this. It wasn't built to be plugged into the matrix 24/7, constantly flooded with notifications, emails, and opinions. This ritual is about intentionally creating tech-free zones to reduce mental clutter and let your brain actually recover. This can be as simple as leaving your phone in another room during dinner, or setting a digital curfew an hour before bed. Try a no email check rule for the first hour of your day to protect your creative energy. These small detoxes create space for focus, new ideas, and genuine connection with the world that's right in front of you. Ritual 10. The 60-second gratitude practice. When you're always striving for the next big goal, it's easy to get trapped in a what's next cycle and forget how far you've already come. A gratitude practice is the perfect antidote. It rewires your brain for positivity and builds resilience against setbacks. This doesn't need to be some long, elaborate journal entry. Just take 1 minute, while your coffee brews or before you shut down for the day, to think of 3 things you're genuinely grateful for. Your health, a project you nailed, a friend who gets you, the sun shining. This simple habit trains your brain to see abundance, which is a powerful energy for anyone building an empire. Ritual 11. The brain dump journal. Your mind is for having ideas, not for holding them. High achievers have minds that race with ideas, worries, and endless to-do lists. The brain dump is a quick journaling practice to get all of that noise out of your head and onto paper, creating instant mental clarity. Every evening, spend 5 minutes writing down everything that's on your mind. Wins, worries, random ideas, frustrations. Don't filter it. Don't worry about grammar, just dump it. This act of processing helps you make sense of your day, release anxieties so they don't wreck your sleep, and capture those brilliant ideas that might otherwise get lost in the chaos. Ritual 12. Declutter your arena. Your physical environment directly impacts your mental state. A cluttered desk or a chaotic living space creates a low-grade, constant hum of stress and distraction. This ritual is the 5-minute tidy-up. Your environment is your arena. It's where you perform, create, and lead. It needs to support you, not fight you. At the end of each workday, take just 5 minutes to clear your desk. Put away papers, wipe it down, and line up what you need for tomorrow. A clean space reduces your cognitive load and lets you start the next day with a sense of calm and control. It's a small act with a massive return on your focus. Ritual 13. The connection check-in. Let's be real. Ambition can be isolating. When you're laser-focused on your goals, it's easy to let your support system drift. But connection is rocket fuel for motivation, perspective, and emotional health. This ritual is the quick connection check-in. You don't need to schedule long lunches. Send a quick text to a friend who understands the hustle. Schedule a 15-minute virtual coffee with a mentor. These small, consistent touchpoints with your support system are a powerful reminder that you're not on this journey alone. They're vital for preventing the specific kind of burnout that comes from isolation. Ritual 14. Celebrate the small wins. We are conditioned to only pop the champagne for huge milestones, the funding round, the promotion, the launch day. But the road to those big dreams is paved with thousands of small, unglamorous wins. This ritual is about actively acknowledging them. At the end of each day, maybe during your brain dump, write down one thing you got done. Did you finally send that tough email? Did you stick to your 10-minute walk? Did you say no to something that would have drained you? Acknowledging these small victories builds momentum and reinforces a sense of progress, which is critical for staying in the game long-term. Ritual 15. Reconnecting with your feminine energy. In a world that rewards relentless masculine hustle energy, it's easy to disconnect from our feminine energy, our intuition, creativity, collaboration, and our power to simply receive. This isn't about being girly. It's about accessing a different, equally powerful source of strength. This ritual is whatever feels nourishing to you. It might be a creative hobby like painting or cooking, done just for fun with no goal in mind. It could be scheduling do-nothing time, where you just allow yourself to exist. It could be putting on music and moving your body in a way that feels good, not like a structured workout. Reconnecting to this energy prevents the rigidity and burnout that come from living in go mode 100% of the time. It's another gear, and you need to know how to use it. Don't try to implement all 15 at once. That's a recipe for overwhelm, and it defeats the entire purpose. Instead, I want to challenge you to do just one thing. Pick one. Which of these rituals resonated with you the most? Start with that one this week. Master it. Make it a non-negotiable part of your day, even if it's only for 2 minutes. Once it feels automatic, come back and pick another. Remember, you are the engine of your empire, and taking care of the engine isn't a luxury. It is the entire strategy. You are and always will be your greatest investment. Thanks for watching. If this video resonated, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Now go out there and keep chasing those dreams. You've got this.